I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but a PB, your personal best and your personal record in your fitness, does not always show up on the scales. So it does not always show up on your watch, it doesn't always show up on your Garmin, it doesn't show up in your Strava, it doesn't show up in your lifts, right? It doesn't show up in the tangible reality. There's going to be some days, some weeks, some seasons of life even, where on the bigger picture, the biggest PB doesn't come from those tangible things. It comes from the intangible assets that you've built. And what am I talking about here? The first is resilience, okay? So when things are very, very easy, right? Life's going well, you know, like your relationships are good, you know, business, your family, so on and so forth. And work isn't as hectic, right? It's easy. It's easy, right? But your resilience and your grit and your strength, your internal power doesn't get tested during those periods, right? It is just something to remember, guys, that when times are challenging and when you come across adversities, right? That's when you're truly building that strength and that power, right? Because the best things that happen to you come from some of the worst things that happen to you. Like, I feel grateful for all the great times I've had because I feel grateful for all the shitty things that's happened, right? Or say it's during the rough periods in business, or during the times and the moments where I'm just doubting everything, like, you know, like not knowing when I'm gonna make it or when my time is and whatever, right? And sometimes wondering whether I'm even cut out for whatever I decide to do, right? But it's only because you have that contrast that you're gonna be able to look back and think, you know, and realize, wow, right? Without those tough times. Without those tough times, we wouldn't have that contrast and that perspective. Just keep that in mind and just remember that, right? So I don't know who needs to hear this, like I said, but your PBs won't always reflect on the scales, on the weights, right? In the gym room, it reflects in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, your body, and your spirit, right? Because that intangible asset is going to carry you through. It's going to turn you into the most resilient, strong, powerful version of yourself. And your PB in that moment, right, is the following. Okay, so I'll make the intangible tangible for you for a sec so you have some clarity here. It's the decisions you make, right, in spite of challenges, in spite of relationships, in spite of breakups, in spite of your job, in spite of, you know, like whatever's happening in the economy or whatever's happening in your life situation and what's going on in the world and so on, okay? I'm getting raw, I'm getting passionate about this because I really want this to nail home to you guys, and I'm coming at this from a place of self-love, and I hope that this gives you that clarity, okay?